let's hear from Shreyas. What's your take? Would you agree with the results of the poll? What's your take, Shreyas?
Yeah, sir. The four things are needed. Like we need to have a technical, we need to be good in technical, and we need to make a research on the company. The other one was like practicing with the friends. Yeah, like giving the mock interviews. That's all helps in giving a real-time interview.
So what's your take? How does one usually prepare for an interview? What is your advice here?
First, they need to be positively like if he needs a particular company, then he need to give 100% for that company. So like the aptitude is the first round. Like we need to be proper in the aptitude. Like need to prepare for that. Like there are many websites are available for preparing for aptitude questions. Then technicals like programming languages, then knowledge about the computers. These all the things are asked in the interview. So we need to be prepared for all those things.
So preparing for the commonly asked questions and researching about the company and focusing on the technical skills is what you would advise. Is it?
Yes.
Aditya, the same question for you. That how should one prepare for an interview when one receives an interview invite?
When you receive an interview invite, so first thing what you usually do is to understand the company and understand the company culture and company about how good the reputed, how good the company is. When you get an offer from one company, so you usually start preparing yourself by brushing up, as the poll was brushing up the skills and technical ideas where you had gained. So the next point was, so when you get an offer from a company, you would be getting a job description called or a role where you could be selected in the company. So just know before, understand the job role and understand the company culture and how company that is, and how big the reputation the company has and how the company might help you in your future, and many things related to company, and know more about the companies, so that there are some questions they might ask about their own company and your interest. Why are you interested to join in this company? So these are some tips. Small questions you might get it in and face it when you are attending an interview.
So the next question that I have for you all, and Aditya, let's continue since we're discussing with you from you that. So for me, I think that you can make a great first impression by tackling the first question in the best way. And that is often or always the first question is very common and the same. That can you tell me something about yourself? Tell me about your background. Can you run me through your resume? So it can be framed differently, but the question is more or less the same. So what is your advice on designing the structure of your own introduction? Do you have any advice there?
When you give your introduction to a person the interviewer, so you have to give the best of yours, where everybody gives their own introduction, like we are from this school and we have completed this course. So you have to just when someone is asking about your introduction, you have to introduce yourself with your best skills and your best abilities, which a company can be grateful for you having as in their team and in their company environment. So by which even you can showcase yourself and even be a good give a good and good introduction. So I will tell everyone to just introduce yourself with your small information like your name, your college, and your where you belong from, and your family background. Then the next point would be coming up with your good hobbies, your interests, and your skills. And you should tell your weakness sometimes when you it might be good. So it would be fair enough to be frank and clear with the first question. So that is how you should be attending the question of introduce yourself.
Got it. So what you're saying in short is keep it crisp to the point, keep your pointers ready, and also be authentic when you are interacting. No need to, I would say, lie or say things which we cannot do. You want to add anything else, Aditya?
No, it is like introduction should be very short. So giving an introduction in the beginning for a long is, I feel like that is not an appropriate introduction you should give in an interview. So your introduction should be short and sweet.
Shreyas, the same question for you.
Yeah, as Aditya said, at first greet them, then say your name and about your education background, then about your hobbies. Then later on highlight your projects. So in IT fields they ask about the project. So highlighting it in the introduction is a good thing. Then tell about your weakness or strengths. Then about the hobbies. Yeah, that's it. The weakness need to be like, it should be like it's not a weakness. It should be like your strength also. So such weakness need to be added in your introduction.
Well researched and very rightly said. So I would structure at least for an interview, when I'm preparing and I'm asked to tell me about yourself, I would keep my response to under 2 minutes. And I learned this structure when I was in my college and in my MBA. There was this really well-known speaker who came in, and he's also an author of an award-winning book on cracking the interviews. His name is Richard, and he taught us this structure called PEN, wherein P stands for passion, wherein you are sharing that what you're passionate about. So I'm passionate about helping others grow. That could be an example. And then you jump about experience, E, which is that why or how you develop that passion. And then that's where you link your projects, your education. If at all you have any internship experience, that's where you link that. And N would be reiterating very briefly that why you're interested in this role. So next, N is for next. So when you're making that change from your current job, so N will be that expressing your interest. So I'm here because of my interest and I want to pivot my career in this. So that's like why you want to appear or join that particular position. So just to add to what you all said, so I thought that I could share this because I remembered from my own college learnings. Okay, so moving ahead with our discussion, I have another poll question which I'm launching right now. So let's look at our screens, and here's the poll number 2, which says that what's your favorite way to calm your nerves before an interview? What's your favorite way to calm your nerves before an interview? Is it deep breathing exercises, listening to music, some positive affirmations?
Yeah, taking a deep breath is a good thing. And being positive attitude is also good. Rest of the other things are, I think, that butterfly in your stomach will never let you do all other things. The nervousness will be there.
Absolutely. Aditya, any comments?
Yeah. So as being a fresher, even when I was attending my first interview, so it was a bit nervous. But before attending before attending my interview, my sir had with me, the teacher with whom I had to attend the interview he suggested me that this is your first time, so you should always never be nervous when you are attending it first time, because that is how you learn. So the first thing is, as everyone selected the option of positive affirmation is the best one. Stay positive, stay confident, because it is the best thing you can showcase yourself and attend all the questions and clear the interview.
So my next question is that on the day of the interview, what precautions one must take?
On the day of interview, the precautions one must take, someone should be taking, is you have to never be nervous and never take the advisors from negative advisors. Take always positive advisors and look for the best advisors where you can gather it from your seniors or your teachers or anywhere you can get the positive information. So then the next is ask for the experiences of seniors so that you can get some ideas regarding the technical questions or some questions which they might ask you. And even you can be prepared enough, so attend all the questions, and just by attending all the questions, I guess you can be the best among the interviews.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of preparation, brushing up on technicals and getting a lot of positivity by talking to your seniors. I love that point a lot. So, and I'm sure that our students are following the third part right now, wherein they've come in and they're hearing from you all, which is very, very significant to hear from those who have gone through the process, who have walked the path. is very critical in getting that positivity and positive affirmation. Shreyas, what's your take? How does one prepare on the day so that one is appearing confident, and what is your advice here?
Yeah. So based on the job description, prepare for the particular skill that the company needed. So prepare for that, be good in that. If you are good in that, then the half of the nervousness will go. Like you will be like, whatever you give, I will solve it. So apart from that, sleep well at the previous day so that you can like not be so much nervous. Or take the advice from the seniors where they can tell about the company, like the questions for which will be asked in the interview. The same questions will be asked for the juniors also. The company runs on the same pattern, so almost there will be a same question. So asking with the seniors is the best choice. Yeah, then be confident. We cannot be so much confident. Nervousness will be there.
Absolutely. So most of us undervalue the importance of sleep, which you highlighted, Shreyas, very nicely. That a good night's sleep is very important. One of the advices which I received from my college seniors was that do not prepare on the day of the interview at all. Do all the preparation the night before. Once you're whatever you've done, go to sleep on that last day. Surround yourself with positive people, meditate, deep breathing, all of these things is something which I was advised. So I think that last moment preparation is something which would be a big no. But then before that, as much as you can practice, as many people that you can connect with, and number of questions that you can get through, brush up your technicals. So all of these things would be very helpful. And do not miss a good night's sleep, I would say healthy nutrition. Skipping meals or sleep is not a good idea at all.
I would say like at the end of an interview, they will ask you like, do you have any questions? Better to ask over there like, what's about the next process? Most of the companies, no, all the companies won't say that. Like they will say like, we will let you know later. So after that, just wait for 1 day or 2 days. Patience is the only thing. If you have got selected for national, they will surely send you. Otherwise, they will send you a mail like you have been rejected. Such mails will be sent. Some of the companies won't send anything. At that time, they can't do anything. We should be like.
So yes, I agree with Shreyas, whatever the Shreyas just said. So there are different companies where you get the status where how many people have been selected for the interviews, and have you been selected or have you been rejected. So I would just say just try to take the feedback within 24 hours so that you can look for a better jobs or other interviews and prepare for it. Yes, so that's all.
Brilliant. Wonderful advice to both of you. Another thing that I feel that a lot of candidates fail to do is that not just following up, but then sending in a thank you note. So one, because interviewers have invested their time in you by giving you the opportunity to talk to you, be it 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever time they've invested, is of value for them as well. So and it just takes a moment to go ahead and thank them. So you could do that, one, if you find their email address, or if you can send them a physical note, or share that thank you note on LinkedIn. Why is this important? One, gratitude always helps. But imagine that there is an interview wherein there are 20 people who have interviewed for one single position. So if you send out a follow-up message or a note, then in terms of the recall memory, your name will be on the top of the interviewer. So that's why it's really extremely important to send that follow-up note or a message 24 hours before the interview. So it's a strict, I would say, take it for sure that you should send out that message, be it on any media, text, LinkedIn message, email, however you want to communicate, you should definitely reach out to the interviewer. And it's not rude to follow up. It's nice to send out a message. And then in case you don't hear back, you can follow up again after a week's time. That, hey, I interviewed and so on so date, and I'm wondering what is the outcome. I'm really curious to know the results and looking forward to moving to the next stage, like that. But yes, the first 24 hours, the message needs to go out. So thank you, Aditya and Shreyas, for your contributions, and to all the wonderful audiences who picked up that response. So I think that it's a collaborative learning that we all are having today in this platform. So it's not just us three talking, but all of you all also contributing to the answers, which is quite incredible. So the next question that I have for you all is that can you share with us the experience of the last interview you gave?
A very good question. As my experience on my last interview was, I was the one who was attending the interview first for my whole batch. So even that was a very good opportunity for me to just walk in for our interview. So when I just thought of interview, and I just brushed up my all the topics and just was very confident and very positively supported with everyone. So take out the nervousness, take out the things in your mind that don't keep any negative thoughts in your mind before attending the interview. So where you can when you're in a interview, so you can miss out some very good answers which you have. So when if you are a bit nervous with the interview and this one, so my experience was when I attended, it was all good, and I had a very good interviewer who was interviewing me. So my interview went very well. It was they asked me to introduce myself, where I introduced myself. I introduced myself with my name, my career. My college, my school, and my hobbies and my skills, as I told. So the next thing was they might ask you about current hobbies and something very personal. Where are you enjoying your course and something related like that. So I had asked only some 6 technical questions, which were very good technical they asked. So you have to be prepared with answers. Like some answers, some questions might be very basic, and you have to give an appropriate answer like a professional, so that you don't lag behind the knowledge and the skills where a company should absorb. So I had such questions experience. So it was a very wonderful experience, me attending my first interview. But I was a bit nervous. So later when the interviewer started to ask me the questions, I was very confident enough, because we had the idea of the questions which had been asked.
Excellent. So remaining confident and preparing is the key. As Aditya, he was able to ace that interview because he was prepared and he had an idea about the commonly asked questions. Wonderful. Shreyas, tell us about your experience of the last interview you attended.
Yeah, the last interview was on-campus interview. So we were in college. So it was completely online. There were 3 rounds. First one is the APT, and then the technical, then the HR. So the APT was also online. So it had 4 sections, like English, English questions, then mathematical, computer foundation. Then we had some programming questions. So after that, after clearing those, I learned those aptitude from indiabix.com. It's an online platform where all set of questions are there. So you can practice over there. Then after that, it was a technical round. So it was also online. So in the technical round, he asked about introduce yourself, then a little bit about DBMS questions, then one code he asked, then it was a casual talk, like tell me about your project and how is your day going on and what you are interested in, like about your hobbies. So it was good, like talking to a friend. It was like talking to a friend. Then after that, when I came out of that, so the confirmation mail was came, like you have been selected for HR round. So the HR was like, where are you from? What's your parents are doing? Then he asked me about the 2 quizzes. So I have learned it from a Geeks for Geeks. There is 100 set of quizzes. So it's like a puzzle. They will ask you a puzzle, so you need to answer it. Then like he was like, are you flexible to work anywhere? So you need to say, yes, I'm flexible. If you are saying like, no, I need only Bangalore, then they are thinking like you are not so flexible. So Yeah, that was good. Like that's it. There was just a 3 rounds, so I have cleared all those rounds. Yeah, it was good.
Wonderful, congratulations. And I love the point that you shared is that showing that you're flexible is very important
Yeah.
because in a real time scenario, we come across situations where you're required to, let's say, take up things which are beyond that's listed in the job description. So that's a quality that employers are looking out, which is flexibility. So yeah, I'm glad that you aced it, Shreyas, and congratulations. How to face an interview without getting worried?
I think it's not so possible. Like you need to get worried. As a human, you need to be nervous. You need to get worried. That fear need to be there. Otherwise, be positive. Like be chill and be positive. Like think like this. Like this is not the only company I have. I can give a lot of interview for the next companies also. That's the way how you can be positive. That's it.
Yeah, I love the genuinity and the authenticity you used, Shreyas, while addressing it because worrying is natural. If you're not worrying, then it means that you're not caring, you don't care. So it's about how you channelize that nervousness or that worry into positivity, which happens with all the things that we've already shared, which is preparing, practice is the key, researching, and strengthening your technicals is what we have already talked about those points. But very nicely answered, Shreyas. Okay, so let's bounce this next question towards Aditya, and the question is that how to succeed in job interview. That's Naveshri asking us, and how to succeed.
Don't be scared. Don't be just be confident for whatever the question is coming for you. That can showcase yourself with the abilities and the technical ideas and skills where you can respond the questions in a best possible way. So that is the success key for that. There might be some questions which are not related to your career, this one, but it could be some technical idea.
Yes, that's the recipe for success. And I have this very interesting question coming in, and I'm sure that all the students will be benefited from the response. We have Ashutosh who's asking us that they have got selected in company. Congratulations, Ashutosh, during college placement, but the offer is still not received. It's been 1 month after exam. What should you do? Yes, Aditya. Yeah, sure. Shreyas, whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, I also got placed, but I also didn't receive a offer letter. I'm under the training now. So some companies are like that. So they make you delay. Like they have the previous batches still to intake. So the projects are less, or the projects are more, but the peoples are more. So and in this scenario, like try off campus or reach out in a LinkedIn where you can find the jobs. Don't stick to this job only. Like it's like a backup. You have the job, but also you need to search some other jobs. So making those things, you can be like if you get the double salary jobs, then you can switch the job now. So it's better to search off campus.
Wow, excellent advice. Aditya, you were saying something?
Yeah. So as you would have already selected in a company and there is a delay going on, so that might be due to some office environment and other their own informations. So I think you should first try to collect the information of when is your date and when is the confirmation of joining date. So you should be just making on this. And if the company is giving any positive feedbacks and the is positive with your communication is good with the company, then that is best. I mean, that is a healthy company where you can be placed. If the company is not responding to you with your question, then I guess you should keep looking for some other offers and try attending some new companies.
Absolutely. So don't stop, don't keep waiting, and try to find out that why there is a delay. And for me, I don't see any harm in simply following up, because that's the first, the last question that we saw, that how often or how soon can we follow up. So you can simply put in a positive note to the HR or the hiring manager, or even your placement officers. You can follow up with them as well of the college, that how soon you're going to get the offer letter. You're really looking forward to getting started with the company, like that. But in some cases, for example, in cases of Shreyas, he got the offer letter, I think, after you got started. Is that right?
I am under the training now. So after the completion of training, you will get the joining date.
In fact, I remember joining this large organization, which is Apple, back in 2012. And I got my offer letter after I joined the company. So all of these things are not normal, but then it's important to find out that why there is a delay instead of panicking. So great question by our candidate, and I think that it's really important to find out why there is a delay and then act accordingly. Okay, so another question that I'm getting from Shruti, who is the last contest winner, is that what could be the frequently asked questions? So how do you find them? I know one source is you can go to the Vadmani Opportunity app and then you can ask the My Interview Prep. They'll give you all the frequently asked questions, and you can start preparing with the Interview Prep tool itself. You can prepare with that tool. What else? Is that the best way? Is that something that you all use as well, or are there other sources as well to find out this information?
One thing is the Vadmani provides you all the set of questions. Otherwise, ask your seniors like what are the experience they had, study data structures or study DBMS. Then related to their job descriptions, or some company need web development or some company need software development. If web development is needed, then HTML, CSS or JavaScripts are needed. If it's a software development, then more about the operating systems or DBMS or data structure or OOPS. So such concepts learn in the online platforms like Geeks for Geeks or Prepinsta, like Vadmani. There are lots of resources available in internet. Or use all those resources. That's more enough. Like they ask such a basic questions, not the more complex or basic programs. So all these platforms really provide a good resources.
Shreyas, I'll pass this next question to you as well, because you touched upon this topic a lot in the previous session. So for those who missed, do watch out for the recording as we post in a few days. But then Shreyas, many of these students are asking that how does one prepare or sharpen one's technical skills, because generally the college lifestyle is really packed and hectic. So how does one take time out to prepare for those skills, and how does one prepare for technical rounds in an interview?
Like Prepinsta or Geeks for Geeks, they have, like, if you enter the company name, they will provide you a set of questions which will be asked in the interview. So note down such questions. Go for Hacker Ank or Hacker Earth. So solve over there. Or there are a lot of YouTube videos where they will teach you about the basics of DSA or OOPS, such concepts. So object oriented are more important in the IT fields. And learn any one programming language, like one structural and one object oriented language. Python is a better thing. So where AML or machine learning also uses a Python language. So Python is better to go. Then the first thing is apti. So to clear an aptitude round, you need to be more sharper. So IndiaBix is a website where most of the IT companies give questions from IndiaBit. So IndiaBit is a good platform. Then for technical questions, JavaPoint is a website where you can get a lot of technical questions. Then for the HR puzzles, Geeks for Geeks. So there are 100 puzzles where those puzzles are asked for most of the interviewers. So that's it. So basically DS, DBMS, then OOPS and data structure. These three are the main. So they are the pillars for the interview.
And for our audience, I want to remind you all that the link to connect with our alumni, both of them, the LinkedIn URLs are there in the chat. So take advantage of connecting with them and utilizing their network as well, and also build your own. And you can also ask a follow-up question in case you do have any with them on LinkedIn. Shreyas, Adithya, I'll take the next question and I'll bounce that towards you. We have Mr. Nayak who is asking, and a couple of others asking similar question, that we touched upon technicals, but how does one improve communication skills?
The communication skills, it was based on the even previous connection when we had it. So communication is the same way where you listen to what the opposite person is trying to communicate with you, and understand his point of view and see it through his point of view, so that you will understand the communication and improve your self communication better. The main thing is listening and even thinking in their point of view, and not only what you have imagined, it might be out of the box too. So it might be depending upon the different scenario and different situations. So you should be understanding with all the possible ways and best possible ways.
Perfect. Thank you, Aditya, and thank you, Shreyas. You both have brought in abundance of knowledge, and you all have addressed the questions and audience with a wonderful smile. And I think that if you all can take all of these insights away, wearing a smile in an interview, preparing enough, I think that you all should be able to crack the next interview that you participate in.